PHP has a bunch of useful string-specific functions, which we will be using throughout this course. I'm going to show you a few of those so that you are familiar with them and you'll know how they work. The first one that we're going to look at is called string length. This is going to tell us how many characters a string is. I've already created a variable called var1 and set it equal to some text, and then I'm just echoing out the results by saying this is a result of, and then I'm going to display that text. So you can see here is my sum text that we just printed. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to now change this so that it shows us the string length of some text. To use a function, we're going to make our variable equal to, and then we're going to put the function name, and in this case I'm using string length, which is strlen. I'm going to encapsulate what it is that I want to find within parentheses. So we'll just take our sum text and we'll put it inside the parentheses like so. If we go ahead and save the page and refresh, you're going to see that now the printed results change and show me 9. It's actually counting the number of characters that I have in this string length. It is worth noting that string length is going to also include any spaces that are within the text. You might not think that this is very useful, but you'll see that this can be very helpful in some sorts of programming that we wish to conduct. Let me show you a couple of the other string-specific functions. The next string function we're going to look at is called string to lower. This is going to make the text entirely lowercase. I'll use the same text, but this time I'm going to write it as all capitals. So once again, the function is always followed by the parentheses, and then you pass on the parameter or the argument into the parentheses. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to write some text, but this time it's going to be all caps. I'll copy my echo function. This time we'll go ahead and we'll print this in the second echo function. If I refresh my page, you can now see that the sum text is all lowercase, even though we wrote some text as all uppercase. If we change this text in any way, so if I make like the O lowercase and the E lowercase, it really doesn't matter. If we refresh the page, it's always going to be lowercase. You can see if I get rid of the string function and just print the text, it will now show in the manner in which we created it. So again, these functions can be very helpful because sometimes you'll want to alter how the text is displayed on the page. The next one I'm going to show you is going to take the text and it's going to change it to be all uppercase. We'll do the same sort of thing here, except this time we're going to use str to upper. We'll open our parentheses, and this time I'm going to write my text as all lowercase. And I'm just adding some comments so that we remember what these things do. We'll go ahead and we'll use our echo function to echo this information out. And in the third instance, it's going to print the text as all uppercase. I'll show you a couple of other ones that may be useful as you're programming with PHP. So we'll just create a couple more variables, and the fourth one that I'm going to show you is going to be UC first. And UC first is going to capitalize the first character. And I'll just go ahead and create the final one so that you can see this. The last one that I'm going to show you is simply going to capitalize the first character of every word. So let's create a final variable called var5. We're going to use UC words. UC stands for uppercase. And this is going to capitalize the first character of every word. If we save and we refresh, you can see here's the results of UC first. It simply capitalizes the first character of the variable value, as opposed to UC word, which is going to capitalize the first character of every word. There are many other functions that are available in PHP. I would direct you to the php.net/manual website so that you can see what these are. And if you search for string, you are going to get a list of the PHP function list. And if you actually click the link here, string functions, it's going to give you a list of a bunch of different functions that are available specifically for strings. So if we scroll down, here's our string length that we looked at. Here is the UC first and the UC words, and obviously there's quite a few of additional ones, but it'll give you a list of all of the string functions as well as a brief description of what that string function does. And if you want more information, you can simply click on the link and it will give you more specific information about that string function, and it will also show you examples of how that string function is going to perform. This is a great resource so that you can figure out what the functions are and how to use them. But I did want to share some of them with you so that you were familiar with some of the things that you can do to strings.